and welcome. I am Rajan Kumar and you are watching Media Space, a digital learning platform. Today we are going to discuss Patna Kalam or Patna School of Painting or Company Painting. Mughals have impacted the social, political and economic lifestyle of Indian people. But what is most impacted is the art and architecture. The era of Jahangir is considered to be the golden era for painting. At that time art flourished very well. But when Aurangzeb acceded the throne, the scenario entirely changed. He was indifferent to art and artists had to migrate from Delhi Darbar to various locations. At that time only artists migrated from Delhi Darbar to Udaipur, Faizabad, Varanasi, Murshidabad, Kullu, Garhwal, etc. At that time at Murshidabad, Mir Jafar was Nawab. And he was fond of art. When these artists arrived Murshidabad, they were welcomed and a settlement was created at Baluchak near the river Ganga. During the era of Mir Jafar, the art and artists both flourished well. But when his son Miran acceded the throne, again he was indifferent to art and these artists relocated themselves. At that time Patna was an important place, a prosperous place. It was the main business center. It was the main center for the business of soda, spices, cotton, sugar, etc. The people from France, China, Dutch, Denmark, they used to come and stay for a longer period at Patna. So it was a better place for them. And these people at the time of 1760 migrated from Murshidabad and settled to various locations at Patna, at Diwan Mohalla, Machharhatta, Lodo Katra. The main center of Patna Kalam is considered to be the Patna, Ara and Danapur. These are the nearby areas of Patna. At that time, at Dinapur, Danapur was known as Dinapur and there was cantonment of East India Company. Even today, there is a cantonment of Indian Army. It is considered, it is currently known as Danapur. When these artists migrated from Murshidabad to Patna, they painted for local rulers, zamindars, businessmen, officials of East India Company and soldiers. The theme of Patna Kalam was occupation based and it was known firqa like Bengal seller, toy sellers, cobblers, blacksmith, millas, etc. If we look at some of the features of Patna Kalam, then miniatures were primary painting. They were simple, lucid and proportionate, maintaining the grace of Mughal art, but Patna Kalam remained simplistic in nature. Patna Kalam is a rare fusion of Western art, Mughal art and traditional way of Indian painting. It was an art by common people, for the common people, by the common people. It made it unique. Patna Kalam did not paint foreground, background and landscape. Its main focus was on subject and the art. Patna Kalam, the characteristic feature was shading of the solid forms as well. Its finishing touch was marvelous. It can be it is depicted through the paintings of the flying birds. The most important feature of Patna Kalam was that it did not use pencils for delineating the contours, but it is being painted by the brush directly, and this unique style was known as Kazli Syahi. It was a sketch-like representation and life-like representation. This Patna painting is considered to be superior than Mithila painting and other contemporary paintings, but it didn't get that much due importance in the history, and as well as that fame as Mithila painting has got. In 1861, in Patna, Litho press was established, and at that time only Patna Kalam was badly hit, and it could not get that much recognition. The main painters of Patna Kalam were Hulas Lal, Fakir Chand, etc., and the recent painter was Ishwar Prasad Verma. So this was all about Patna Kalam, and in the previous we have seen the Mauryan art and culture, and in next video we will see this Pal art. Pal art is also an important topic, and we will discuss it in detail. Thank you.